Hello, I'm Mr. the Cat. That's not actually my name. Cat is not my surname. Although sometimes when I'm in school, I do get called Mr. or Sir. Yeah, like that. It's better than Oi. Yeah. Um, I'm a sociology teacher, and as such, I've stated this before, I'm definitely not a scientist. However, I have a fairly good grasp of scientific principles, having taught GCSE science in various places over the years. Kind of know things. I will let you know now, I was a researcher in public health medicine for a couple of years, and I've worked quite a lot in the field of HIV over the years as well. So I have a reasonably good understanding about what things might be done during a thing like a pandemic maybe. So today, I'm going to have a think about what we might want to do after the virus has passed. Yeah. If you go back very early on to the second week of March, the government's policy around COVID-19 was that we were going to achieve herd immunity. First of all, wash your hands a lot, wash your hands, and cough into your arm. That was the other one, wasn't it? And wash. No, we've done washing hands. And yeah, what we're going to basically do is, because it doesn't kill many young people, what we're going to do is we're going to allow it to pass through the population, and when 60% of the population have got it, basically it means there's a lot fewer people to get it. You'll have to look up stuff about the way that epidemics work. It's too much of a complicated subject to talk about now. However, okay, I was a little bit surprised by this, I must admit, because I was thinking, I don't think you do get herd immunity at 60%. Personal opinion, a bit dodgy. Also, from the years of sort of working in and around things like virology, if you like, and public health medicine, I was thinking, well, hang on, what you do is, no, you do more than that, mate. You actually stop people doing things. I mean, you clear out the hospitals, non-emergency cases to make room for the people, because if you haven't got a cure and you haven't got a vaccine, then there's obviously going to be a lot of ill people. As stands to reason. And you shut schools, and you stop people going to sort of mass events where they all hug each other and stuff like that. Yeah, but apparently not. Okay, now apparently we are led to believe that the government at the time was being led by scientific advice. The chief scientific advisors to the government had said that this was a very good idea. Okay, and I'm going to show you a little exercise which you can do safely at home with a little bit of basic equipment. Probably got one of these on your phone, but I thought I'd do this. Okay, now let's have a look at herd immunity with a death rate of 1%. Okay, might be 2%, but let's look at a death rate of 1%, okay? That was what people were thinking about COVID was going to give, okay? So, roughly speaking, you can look up in the comments bit below, you can look up, I've given you some links, so you can look that up, yeah. Right, okay, so let's assume that the population of the UK is 68 million. It's not quite that, but it's really close, okay? Now, remember statistics, remember, you divide that by 100, okay? Right, gives you that number. Hang on. Right, okay, that's 1%. So to get 60%, you times that by 6D, don't you? Yeah. Okay, so let's do that. 6D. And we get, roughly speaking, let me put that up there, 41 million people, roughly speaking. Okay, so we were expecting, back in early morning, okay, that roughly 40 million people or so would acquire COVID and be okay, hopefully, mostly, and we'd achieve herd immunity at the end of that. Okay, great, good stuff. Anyway, let's have a 1% death rate of that. It's a bit morbid, but anyway, sorry about that. So remember, divide it by 100, and we get that number, and then we times that by, no, what we get is 408,000 dead people. Okay, now, this is a very, very simple bit of equipment, okay, guys? And that was the most basic form of statistical analysis you could possibly get, okay? That's your basic stats in there, eh? Yeah. Now, apparently, we are now led to believe that chief scientific advisors were incapable of doing this calculation. Yeah. 408,000. Imagine if it was a 2 or 3% death rate, yeah? So, well, either we have to believe that these senior scientists were saying, yeah, that's okay, we just let that number of people die. They can totally swamp the NHS. It would be a great number of excess deaths on top of that, of course. But, you know, let's say, I don't know, let's be brutal about it. Let's say there's 1 million dead people, okay? And somebody, a group of people in number 10, had decided, yeah, okay then, that strikes me as a really good idea because you're the scientists. I'm not convinced by that. What I think is that a group of people in number 10 made a decision that they were going to allow people to die largely en masse. Think about that. That's 500,000 people. That's just a 1% death rate. It probably, when you're going to go for something like herd immunity, you're probably going to get a death rate of, you're probably going to get a death rate probably close to 5% because all the other people that would die not being able to get into hospitals because it's stacked full of COVID-19 victims, yeah? Somebody made that as a decision. A group of people made that as a decision, that it was a price worth paying. But pay for what? What exactly were we hoping to get out of this, okay? Well, you need to dig. You need to dig a little bit, okay? When you dig a little bit, you find out that back in February, Boris Johnson gave a speech in Greenwich. Again, there's a link below, okay? I don't make this stuff up. I just enjoy talking about it, okay? And part of that speech, it was largely about the EU, but part of that speech, he mentioned the virus. And he said, effectively, that whichever country could come out of the virus's effects first would gain a serious economic advantage over its rivals. Now, I'm a little bit cynical. I'm enormously cynical. Actually, it goes up to about my ears, my level of cynicism. But it strikes me as entirely logical that somebody had said, yeah, okay, 500,000 deaths, yeah, but think we'll really get one over on China, won't we, eh? I really want to know who is in number 10 who's making those sorts of decisions, because they are based purely and unadulteratedly on an ideological principle. I do not want to be sacrificed on the altar of the economy, okay? You know, the ancient civilizations, not so ancient civilizations, in Central America used to do that. They used to kill loads and loads of people to appease the gods. Yeah, with us, it's clearing out care homes to do the same thing. I think we need names. So, my hope after the virus is gone is that there'll be a large public inquiry in which case these questions, in which instance these questions will be answered. Might be nice, mightn't it? Let's have some names. Ooh. And then they can be sacrificed on the altar, can't they? It's just a thought.